May 27, 1962, 8 a.m., Centralia, Pennsylvania. The morning air hung heavy over the small mining town. Rows of modest homes lined quiet streets. Children rode bicycles between brick buildings. Smoke drifted lazily from chimneys. To anyone passing through, Centralia looked like countless other American towns. But deep beneath the ground, hidden in darkness, something had already begun. Something that would outlive generations. Something that is still burning today. For decades, Centralia had depended on coal. Beneath the town stretched a maze of abandoned mine tunnels, carved into the earth by thousands of miners. Those tunnels represented jobs, survival, and the town's identity. Yet few residents realized that the same underground network would eventually become its greatest threat. What started as an ordinary cleanup operation appeared harmless. Workers attempted to remove accumulated trash by setting controlled fires, a common practice at the time. But soon after, reports emerged that the flames had spread into an exposed coal seam. At first, nobody seemed alarmed. Small underground fires were not unusual in coal regions. Most residents assumed the problem would be contained quickly. They were wrong. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into years. And beneath the streets of Centralia, the fire continued to move. Engineers attempted various methods to extinguish it. Trenches were dug. Water was pumped underground. Millions of dollars were proposed for containment efforts. Yet every solution seemed to arrive too late. The fire always found another path. The underground mine system acted like a giant network of highways. Oxygen flowed through cracks and tunnels. Coal provided endless fuel. The deeper investigators looked, the more complicated the situation became. Then came the first signs that something was changing above ground. Residents noticed unusual warm spots in their yards. Snow melted in strange patterns during winter. Steam began rising from the earth. Small cracks appeared where none had existed before. At first, these signs seemed merely odd. Then they became frightening. Temperatures beneath parts of the town reached hundreds of degrees Fahrenheit. Toxic gases seeped upward through the soil. Carbon monoxide levels increased. Vegetation began dying in isolated areas. The danger was no longer hidden underground. It was reaching the surface. Yet many residents refused to leave. In 1981, a 12-year-old boy named Todd Domboski, the ground suddenly opened beneath him. A sinkhole formed without warning. Hot gases rushed upward. For a brief moment, it appeared the ground itself was trying to swallow him. Fortunately, he was pulled to safety. But the incident changed everything. National media outlets suddenly focused their attention on Centralia. Images of steam rising from roads shocked viewers across America. Government officials concluded that relocation offered the safest solution. Funding was approved to help residents move away. Homes were purchased and demolished. Entire neighborhoods vanished. Streets that once echoed with children's laughter fell silent. The town slowly unraveled. Yet even then, some residents refused to leave. A handful remained despite warnings, legal battles, and mounting risks. To them, Centralia was worth fighting for. Their determination became part of the town's legend. As the population collapsed, nature began reclaiming what people had built. Trees emerged through abandoned lots. Grass swallowed sidewalks. Roads cracked and buckled from underground heat. One highway became especially famous. A stretch of pavement warped by the fire's effects released smoke through long fractures. The surreal landscape attracted photographers, explorers, and curiosity seekers. It looked less like Pennsylvania and more like a scene from another planet. Over time, many structures disappeared entirely. Churches remained among the few surviving landmarks.
Cemeteries stood as reminders of generations who had lived and died there.
Today, only a tiny number of residents remain. The underground fire continues to burn beneath the earth. Experts estimate it could continue for decades, perhaps even centuries. Despite countless studies, engineering projects, and millions spent attempting solutions, the fire remains one of America's most unusual environmental disasters.